Welcome back to Programming Pandas. Today's session is for dictionary in Python. In my tutorial you will learn what is a dictionary in Python and how it is accessed, how it is created, and different function, ready-made function, how to delete it, how to delete from the dictionary, how to add elements in the dictionary, and many more. So now we will learn what is the definition of dictionary. That is, the dictionary is a collection which is unordered, changeable, and indexed. In Python, dictionaries are written with curly brackets and they have keys and values. So I think unordered, changeable, and index already you are clear, because in my previous videos I have already in detail I discuss in list, strings, and tuple about the mutable, immutable, ordered, unordered, and indexing. So in this case, dictionary is created using curly brackets. An example I have shown here: create a dictionary. Here you can see there are two set of values and two set of data, that is, one is key and another is values, and keys are unique always, and you have to mention the keys to get the values. So here you can see this dict is a variable where I have created one dictionary having three data, three sequence, that is Nirmali, George, and Smith. These three are keys, and 7865, these three numbers are phone numbers of the persons. So, and to get the printout of this dict, we have to use the normal print statement that is used in Python, this print this dict. So now let's move to the ideally Python prompt. So let's start with creating a dictionary. I will write the dictionary name as equal to D. So here I am writing 5 names of the students, and I am giving the key values for that also. So that is, for the 1 key, Samir is there, 2 Adrit is there, 3 Mitumani is there, 4 Gaurav is there, 5 Trishanu is there. So what happens now? I have created this one with the key as well as value. Then keys and values are separated by colon, and keys must be always unique. So now enter it. How to print the statement, how to print the dictionary, we just interactive mode, we will give the name of the dictionary. So here in that case no need to give the print statement. So here you can see it is showing the set of the values, that is the sequence in the dictionary, and it is shown with enclosed with the curly braces. So it indicates that it is a dictionary. And here you can see two sets, two values are there, that is separated by column. First one is the key value and second one is the value. Now second thing, we will learn how to enter the value, how to enter a new value, or next we will learn how to access the element in a dictionary. So to get the value, we have to give the key value. If I give D 2, that is 2 is the key name. So let's see what comes. It is coming, dictionary object is not callable. Why it is given this one? Because we are mentioning it within the round bracket. So instead of that, if I give D, here you see it is coming as Adrit. So you cannot call a value in present in a dictionary. So in that case you have to mention it within square bracket, and the key value to be put within a single quotation mark. Then you will get the value that is associated with that particular key. Now how to get the keys only? For that we will use some regular ready-made functions that is present in the Python. And for that, suppose here you are 5 keys are there, so only I need to know what are the keys present in the dictionary. In that case I will write only d dot keys function. So keys is a ready-made function that is used to get the keys present in the dictionary. So here you can see dictionary keys are 1 2 3 4 5 are being shown. Next time similarly we can get the values as well, and for that instead of keys we will write the function values. It is very easy to write codes in Python because many ready-made functions are there. many readymade functions are there. So if I write d dot values, you will get the values only, not the keys. Here you can see only the Samir, Adrit, Mitumani, Gaurav, Trishanu 5 names are coming. That is the value portion in the present in the dictionary. Now how to enter some new value in the dictionary? So for that I will have to mention the key name, that is d dot, say the key value I am giving here, say 6, and for that followed by equal sign with the value that is say say Asim. So it is coming type error because I have already by mistake I have typed clear. So in this case D6 is equal to Ashim. Right now I can remember only my student name, that is Ashim only. So now it comes Ashim at the end. So whatever you enter, the value will be that value will be inserted in the last, not in between. So after that we will learn how to update it using this. This is directly we have assigned the value with along with a against a key name, against a key value. So in this case now we will use the readymade function update to update a existing this one. So d dot update, we have to give the curly braces, then the normal colon. This time I am giving the name of my student again, as I am a teacher, so always I remember my student names only. Now you see whether the new value is coming or not. So this new value Namita is coming at the end. Here also in case of update also the value will be joined at end only. Now how to remove the values from the dictionary? We can use pop as well as pop item. So difference is that in between pop and pop item, that is very important, and always remember that in case of pop we have to mention of the key value so that that particular key will be deleted, the value against that key will be deleted. But if we use pop item, in that case the last value will be deleted. So now you remember the last value is Namita. Now I am going to use pop as well as pop item. D dot pop, say I am giving the key 2. So the pop item is shown that Adrit has been removed from the dictionary. Now let's see what comes. Adrit is not there. Now I will use the Adrit was the second value. Okay, so when I use the pop function, we can remove any value from any position. But if I use the pop item, in that case, what is the difference? You can see here pop item. If I write without mentioning, no need to mention any key, just I will write D pop item. So it shows that the last element Namita is being popped from the dictionary. So now you see the dictionary, Namita is also not there. The last value has been removed. So that is the difference between pop and pop item. So we can insert value using normal assignment statement, giving the particular key value, and in the right hand side of the equal sign we have to give the value, as well as again we can use the update function for entering the value, and for deletion we can use pop as well as pop item. So if we need to in case of stack, you will learn, I will come with that stack and pop stack, and I will again come with after the in the advanced section I will discuss about the stack and queues. So in that case you will learn what is stack, and in that case what is the importance of removing the last value. So you learn that the pop and pop item both can be used to remove a particular item. For remove a particular item we will have to use the pop, and for last item we will go for pop item. So next we will learn the copy. So copy function is used to get a copy of that existing dictionary. Say let x, I am writing x is equal to d dot copy. Copy is a ready-made function again. So here I have written x is equal to d dot copy. Okay, give me a second. So x is equal to d dot copy. Now x, here you see it is coming the same things that is present in the D dictionary. So x is getting a copy of the D. That means why it is important copy. When you will go for copy, suppose you want to change some value in the existing dictionary, but the original also you need. So in that case we will store the value before changing the existing one in another variable of dictionary type. And before completion of my last topic, I would like to request you to subscribe my channel and click on the bell icon to get updated. So now we will learn how to remove all the items from a dictionary, and that will make the dictionary an empty dictionary. That means it is a dictionary without any value. So we will use d dot clear function, CLEAR, followed by the parenthesis. So now d dot clear. So now you see d, you will get only the curly braces. That curly braces you have learned how to create a empty tuple. Similarly here also I can use, suppose DICT is equal to only a curly braces. In that case if I write DICT, that means a curly with a curly braces without any values it is showing. So after clear function we have nothing in the list, in the dictionary that we have created. So for today I have completed my sequences, that is string, list, tuple and the dictionary. And from my next session I will start my programming pandas with if else statement and some loop concept, and practically you will learn how to write the program using these tuples, that is dictionary, list as well as many other data types. So thank you and goodbye for today.